right, welcome back, everyone. Dirt Racing Network's coverage of session number 2, Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series. Back at Williams Grove. About 35 cars checked in for this one. Under the lights this time. Welcome all the fans. If you're here for session 1, you saw Alex Bergeron pick up another win in the series. Adam Elby, Braden Eiler, second and third. These guys ready for session 2. Getting into the latter half of the season. Working on getting our point standings rounded up as we began the night tonight for you. I saw Shane and Fred. I think I saw Cole logging in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Where are we racing at this weekend, Fred? Up to 37 on the check-in right before we reach the end of open sign-ups. Practice session over. Time for our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. National anthem. Johnny Reed Foley, thank him very much for that. Talented young man right there. David Howland, Neil Lewis, Hewitt, Taylor, Howell, Joe Quinn, and Mike Keegan right now are top 5 in qualifying. Session winding down. We'll get ready to put heat race number 1 out on the track. Looking like we're going to have 4 heat races. Heat race 1 on the pole, the profile by Sanford Wicked Cushion Kinzer Sim Racing Team. Number 69, Josh Close, and to his outside, the 019, Hayden Cardwell. Row 2 on the inside, the X Machine. It's the Team SETI Wicked Cushion machine of Mike Keegan, and on his outside, the Casey Kane Sim Racing Team and Napa Auto Parts Wicked Energy Gum, number 49 of the Hulk, David Holliman. Row 3 on the inside, the Wicked Energy or Wicked Relief Gum with CBD Wicked Cushion Team SETI number 25C of Kevin Click, and on his outside, the 081, and that's Trey Osborne. In the 4th row on the inside, the Triple C machine number 333 of Brian Milligan, and to his outside, the 170 car, that is Carl Lucasen. And on the 5th row, on the inside, Swindell Speed Labs driver in the 75 car, Adam Elby, and to his outside, as the Countryside Stove and Chimney, number 01 of Kyle Stoltz. Yeah, good deal, man. Don't know if I'm going to be able to make it up tomorrow night or not. I got to get a bunch of stuff done before I go do this job on Saturday. So if I can get it done in time, we may drive up there, but no promises. If I am, I shoot you a message, let you know I'm there. All right, guys, 4 heat races scheduled for session 2. Top 4 to the A main directly. Everybody else to the alphabet soup. We'll find 8 out of the B main. Move them into our A main. Put 30 more laps on the board. I know when I started this particular broadcast, we were 2 individuals away from reaching the magic 5,000 followers goal. Once we reach that milestone, we will move the ladder or move the line, whatever you want to call it, just a little bit more. See if we can raise this up just a little further. See how far we can take this thing. Appreciate every single one of you. Enjoy the show for triple header Thursday, session 3 underway. Green flag in the first heat race. Josh Close from the point. Had Hayden Cardwell on the outside of him. Cardwell had a big runoff too. Couldn't get completely clear and had to back the car down. That puts David Heileman into position number 2. Mike Keegan right behind Cardwell. Heileman slipped, and that let both Cardwell and Keegan get by, so make them second and third. Heileman in the 4th spot. Osborne and Click battling for 5th and 6th, and Click has got it right now, chasing down David Heileman, but Josh Close out in front of the field. Hey, oh, David Heileman's car upside down on the front stretch and all the way down into turn 1. I don't know what happened there. Through 3 and 4, looks like he's good on the top side, comes off the corner, and Mike Keegan didn't leave a whole lot of room, and then he got run into from behind up there. Trey Osborne gets hit again, pushed across the track, and it flips a couple more times. So I am sure the Hulk a little green in the face right now. But they're going to have to get that thing fixed. He's going to have to work through the consolation races. It's Cardwell, Close, Click, Keegan, Stoltz, Lucasen, Milligan, and Trey Osborne. Osborne missing a lot of pieces and parts off that car, but he's out there in 8th. Both LB and Heileman are in the infield. All right, so we're going to be at halfway. And the pace truck will take one more full lap around. They'll have 4 laps to go when we get the green to finish up heat race number 1, session number 2. Hi, Carla. How are you tonight, young lady? All right, so Cardwell going to bring us back to green this time from the point. Still 7 cars on the track. Osborne, LB, Heileman, all in the infield. 4 laps to go when they get the green. Guys, if you're watching from anywhere but one of the Facebook pages, a like, a share, say hi in the chat. I can see it. If you're on Facebook, go by, give us a like, a share, a follower. 2 followers away from 5,000. And the big event scheduled on May 20th. Celebrate that milestone. Be sure to be here with us. About 9 Eastern. Green flag in the air. 4 laps to go. Heat race number 1, session number 2. Hayden Cardwell, Josh Close, Kevin Click, Mike Keegan, our top 4. Those are the transfer spots right now. Kyle Stoltz trying to work his way into the A main directly, but he's got some work to do if he's going to get around Mike Keegan. Click now, making a charge for second, on close, follows him, pushes him down into turn 3. Mike Keegan with the flying slider in there. Wasn't able to do anything with it. 2 laps to go this time. Still Cardwell, close, Click, and Keegan. You see second, third, and fourth on the screen right here. Cardwell out of shape in 3 and 4, and that lets these guys close back up. White flag in the air. Hayden Cardwell down the backstretch. Final time in the heat race. Through 3 and 4, up against the outside wall. He's going to win heat race number 1. Josh Close, Kevin Click, and Mike Keegan transferred to the A main. Everyone else headed for the consolation races to try to find one of the 8 spots in the B main. All right, heat race 2 gridding out on the front stretch for us right now. On the pole, the Team Steady Wicked Cushion number 057 of the Flying Aussie, Craig Dunn, to his outside. The 110, that's the Cadillac man, Kevin Hanley. Row 2 on the inside, the Supermoon number 080 of Vinny Sansone, and to his outside, the TTL Simworks Performance number 3 of the Australian Assassin, Lewis Hewitt. On the third row, on the inside, the 99 car, Seth Cheney, and to his outside, the Dirty Old Bastards, Dirt Trekking Bastards, Wicked Cushion number 93 of the Catfish, Chris Roberts. Inside row number 4, the Ted Brown Custom Paint and Body number 92 of Peyton Grease, and on his outside, the 123, that's the Buffalo Wild Wings machine of Michael Millard. In row 5, on the inside, the LaPresto Racing Wicked Cushion number 71 of John LaPresto, and to his outside, going to be the 57 car of Dawson Hess, a newcomer to the series. Looks like the 71 car did not make the call, so LaPresto is out. 9 cars in this one. Ten more laps, top 4 to the A main. Everyone else going to go alphabet souping. We'll have a 15 on the East Coast. If you're on the East Coast and you're watching with us, appreciate it greatly. Thanks for tuning in. Getting ready to go green off turn 4 in heat race 2. Dunn and Hanley on the front row. All right, pace truck is in. Craig Dunn on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Heat race 2 underway. Lewis Hewitt went up, bumped the wall just a little from the 4th position. Gets a big drive down the backstretch, and he grabs it right back in front of Seth Cheney. It's Dunn out in front of Hanley. Now Sansone on the high side trying to make the challenge for second. Putting the pressure on the Cadillac man. Sansone find a big drive down the backstretch. Peyton Grease up to the 4th spot. Seth Cheney, Chris Roberts, then Lewis Hewitt's falling back all the way to 8th. Struggling with that car early in this one. Now back up to the 6th position off the top of turns 3 and 4. Now making a bid into the 5th spot. Peyton Grease around the inside. Takes 4th away. Gives it right back to Seth Cheney. So put Cheney into that 4th spot. Dawson Hess around the top side. Now into 5th. But Craig Dunn 1.4 seconds ahead of Sansone. Sansone still battling with Hanley right there. That's going to be for 3rd. Move Sansone to second, Hanley to third, Seth Cheney still in fourth with Dawson Hess closing the gap. And went right under us on the walkover bridge down the backstretch. Car's getting way out of shape on the exit of turn 4 right there. Watching the fourth place car here, Seth Cheney right in front of Dawson Hess, newcomer to the series. Hess trying to work the top side. Cheney with just a little bit of blinking going on there. Sansone in second. There goes Craig Dunn, the leader. He's going to have 3 to go this time off turns 3 and 4. Hanley sitting in third. This battle for the 4th spot starting to heat up. Hess had a shot at it, but then Cheney grabbed the car up and got a good run off turn 4 and stretched it out about 6 car lengths. He's got his sights set on the 110 machine, not even paying attention to what's going on in the back or on the inside. And we get a caution. I think Lewis Hewitt's car finally gave up the ghost and found the fence here. Go back and see what happened to Lewis. He was by himself back here, running in about 6th. Up on that top side, got the right rear in the fence, found Chris Roberts, and then found the outside fence for a second time. Gets clipped again by Peyton Grease. And that's going to do it for the 3 car in the heat race. We'll finish this one up behind the pace truck. It's going to be done. Sansone, Hanley, and Cheney transferring into our A main. Everybody else, soup for you. I thought you were going to sleep, Peterson. I think you just didn't want to come and relieve me here. Basically what it boils down to, isn't it? Dang. Brother can't catch a break. All right, coming around to take the checks this time by Craig Dunn, Vinny Sansone, Kevin Hanley, Seth Cheney. 8 cars will be locked into the A main. We'll get 4 more from heat race number 3. All right, heat race 3, gridding out on the front stretch. The 999, the D1 RT machine of Dylan Fox going to be on the pole to his outside. The Yacht Club Lounge sponsor, number 27 of Connor Lane. Row 2 on the inside, Swindell Speed Labs, 211 of James Edens, and on his outside, the Splash and Go Graphics, number 29 of Taylor Howell. Row 3 on the inside, Surf Insolot, the Next Gen Fab, Dirt Armada number 22 of Jason Nygaard. On his outside, George Wood drives the 20 car. Row 3 on the inside, the 180, Dylan Wilson. On the outside, Tyler Ducharme, the 344. And in the back row, on the inside, the J&B Medical Supply, Blaney Sim Racing number 19Z of Jeremy Zarfos. And on his outside, that's the 173 of Brett Mikelski. Guys, if you're tuning in anywhere but one of the Facebook streams, if you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube, say hi in the chat. Give us a like, a share, a follow, a subscribe. You'll know every time we go live. 9 shows a week, 5 nights, Sunday through Thursday. Heat Race 3, Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Series about to get underway right here. Triple header Thursday in the 3rd show. First 2 were dandies. Keep tuned in for this one. We'll see how the A main goes. If it's as good as the first two, it's going to be pretty darn good.
Green, green, green.
The green flag is in the air. Dylan Fox to the front. Oh, big time. Connor Lane into the outside fence. That car's still tumbling.
Man, caution is out.
On the exit of two, he left the track. And Jason Nygaard somehow found his way into the outside fence. He started inside row 3 right there. Nygaard across the inside. Oh, the Nygaard got a whole lot of help. Nygaard got some help there from the 180 of Dylan Wilson. And this time, Sir Fencelot not at fault in his own demise. So under caution. Having us a look at the 29 machine here. The 9 machine. It's a 999 machine, I believe. George Wood down here, the 11 car. Creeping down on the inside right there. Guess he's going to the back or the car is broken. I'm not sure which. With the N-Gas sponsored number 111 car coming to a stop. So they'll get that one off the track. Should be going green this time. 6 laps to go. And it is official, folks. We thank you all very, very much. We have officially reached the 5,000 followers mark. Dead set on 5,000 right now. Yeah, it could have been Garrett. I'm not sure. But the green flag back out over heat race number 3. James Eden's out in front. Taylor Howell working on the top side of Dylan Fox. He takes second. Fox still in third. Jeremy Zarfos still in the 4th spot. Now Taylor Howell working his way on the inside, trying to hold off Fox. Fox putting a good charge on here. Jeremy Zarfos still in the 4th spot. Ducharme, the 344 car, up to 5th, trying to close the gap. 4 laps to go this time. James Eden's half a second out in front of that battle for second, which Fox now wrestles away from the 29 car. Dylan Fox going to set his sights on the 211. Go back and see Jeremy Zarfos starting to get closed in on by Tyler Ducharme. Ducharme around the high side, comes off the corner. A little contact there. Both drivers able to continue. But give Ducharme P4 for now. Two to go off turn 4. This time by Edens, Fox, Howell, and Ducharme, your top 4. Jeremy Zarfos in 5th. The final on-track car, that 19X right, or 19Z, I guess it is right there. Cool, more Australians in the house. We love it. If you haven't gone by and given us a like, a share, or a follow, please at least give us the follow on the Dirt Racing Network page. A like and a share is always appreciated. But right now we're on the final lap through 3 and 4 for the final time. Heat race number 3 closing out. Edens, Fox, Howell, and Ducharme going to the A main. We'll see Zarfos and company in our consolation races. One more heat race to go for you. On the pole, the elbows up Sim Sports. Number 001 of Anthony Job, and to his outside, the Swindell Speed Labs. Number 300 of Kendall Tucker. Row 2 on the inside, the Mode Media House. Number 9, Justin Thomas. And on the outside, the Supermoon. Number 90, Joe Quinn. On the inside, row number 3, the Wicked Energy Gum Team Setting number 84, Billy Rowley, and to his outside, the Dude Products. Over the Wall Photography number 072 of Jeff Stewart. Inside row 4, the 100 car, Jamie Wallace, and on his outside, the DOB number 16 of Alex Bergeron. And in the final row, on the inside, Swindell Speed Lab driver in the 152, that's Colton Hardy. And on his outside, the Southern Pacific Farms number 696 of Brian Heisler. Final heat race, final 10 cars, 10 laps, top 4 to the A main. Everybody else, they'll have their shot. C main, B main. Try to get in that top 8 in the B main, make it into the show. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying up late with us, especially if you're on the East Coast. It's getting pretty late over there. One more heat race, couple quick consies, and then we'll get into the A main. Job and Tucker off the front row. No, not in this series. Dirt Slingers does a pole dash every night in between the B main and the feature race. Top 2 from each heat race get into that pole dash. And that's how they set the front few rows of their feature every night. So right now, the green flag about to fall. Final heat race of the night underway.
Green, green, green.
Job and Tucker. Thomas into third. Quinn ahead, fourth. Rowley's trying to pressure him for that. Couldn't make it happen that time. Alex Bergeron went from the high side, cut to the inside, and he wasn't able to work it over on Rowley. So he's still in the 6th spot. Right now, we got our eyes on Justin Thomas. He's hanging on to third right in front of Quinn. Oh, Tucker found the wall. That might save them all unless they get damaged. Oh, and Thomas is over. Tipped the car. Let's go back and see. I think Brian Heisler's car might have found some trouble back here in turn 1. Maybe it wasn't him. It was Alex Bergeron. That is a shocking development. Let's go see what happened to Alex. There's his crossover move. Had a little bit of contact. Looked like maybe he and Jeff Stewart right there. Oh, Billy Rowley got out and tail whipped, and that got Bergeron in all kinds of trouble. Yep, that'll do it. Rowley tail whipped the car off turn 4. So pretty frantic. Pretty frantic there on lap number 2, and several cars in the infield. Colton Hardy, Billy Rowley, Justin Thomas, Brian Heisler. Alex Bergeron rolling around out here. He is missing quite a few parts off this car. At least missing the front wing, possibly even that nose. Maybe the nose piece is on it, so maybe it won't hurt him a whole lot. But we're going to be at the halfway point when we get the green flag back in the final heat race here. Job, Tucker, Quinn, Wallace, Stewart, and Bergeron in that order, still on the track. All right, guys, tightening up the field to go green this time off turn 4. Job from the point at the halfway mark. Heat race 4 brings us back to green. Jeff Stewart, 5th place. Alex Bergeron ripping the top side right there. Had a great run. Comes up on the push bar of the 072 car and had to back it down a little. Now puts it promptly in the fence in turns 3 and 4. Drags it out of the fence, puts the throttle back down. He's going to chase after Stewart. That's for 5th and 6th, but at the front, Anthony Job stretching out the lead on Kendall Tucker. Tucker hanging back in 2nd right here. 3 to go this time. Joe Quinn. Jamie Wallace in a transfer spot right now. Looking to work his way directly through to the A main. Hasn't done that in a while. Stewart in 5th. Bergeron now has the car parked on the top side of turn 2. That car going to escape and get to the infield to not bring out the caution. With 2 laps to go, Kendall Tucker starting to close the gap on Job. Going to put the pressure on him down here in turns 3 and 4. Slide job coming. And there it is through 3 and 4. He slides it up late on him. Job tried to get to the inside. He's got him down to turns 1 and 2. Anthony Job up in the center of the corner. These two going to drag race down the backstretch on the final lap. Tucker deep into 3 and 4. Job cut under, not going to get it there. Tucker wins it. Job 2nd, Joe Quinn in 3rd, and Jamie Wallace, our final transfer car to the A main. Everybody else in the alphabet soup, which starts now. C main should be 10 laps in distance. 14 cars scheduled to be on here. Top 4 to the back of the B. Everybody else done for the night. Mikulski and Hardy on the front row. Osborne, Grease, row number 2. Row 3, George Wood, excuse me. Billy Rowley. 4th row is David Heileman and Lewis Hewitt. That ought to be interesting to watch those guys from 7th and 8th. Connor Lane, Justin Thomas, there's another one to watch, starting in the 10th position. Adam Elby, John Lopresto, Jason Nygaard, Brian Heisler. Rounding out the field. There are several cars in here that we are 100% not used to seeing in this position. Going to be interesting to see who gets the top 4 spots. Yeah, ended up probably hurting him a little bit there, Garrett, and that's probably why he parked it. He should be able to come from the B main, I would think. John Lopresto, the only car not making the call to come to the C main. So we're going to have 13 of them. 9 will be done after 10 laps. 4 will move on. Working our way to the A main. All right, green this time off turn 4. Mikulski and Hardy on the front row. Osborne and Grease in row 2. Top 4 stay. Everyone else goes when we get to lap 11 because 10 down. Checkered flag will fall. Mikulski very deliberate through 3 and 4. Now on the throttle. In a 1 and 2 little contact there. Hardy had a little contact. We're going to go to the back. We're going to see who did what to whom back here. I'm looking at the 49 car getting away from this pretty slow. I don't think he was really in it necessarily. But he might have been the car that got turned, and he was. I guess he was directly in. That car turned quickly back I thought he was just avoiding something, but he got turned. Connor Lane, the 27, gets into the 49, and that is going to put Mr. Heileman. He's going to hold on to his 9th position here when he gets single file, but he's relegated behind a couple of cars that got around him that started behind him. And the laps are going to tick off without these guys being able to race for position here. We'll see that how that affects some of these guys. You got 4 World Championship drivers. Hewitt, Thomas, Heileman, and LB all 7, 8, 9, and 10 in the field right now. Not used to seeing those guys have to go through the C main. Yeah, we saw that, James. All right, we should be getting a green flag the next time by. Six to go at that point. A lot of work for some of these guys back here. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. All 13 cars still on the track. Mikulski, Hardy, Osborne, and Grease are top 4 right now. Rowley, Wood, Hewitt, Thomas, Heileman, and Elby through the position number 10. And then Nygaard, Heisler, and Lane rounding out the field. Green flag back in the air. Good jump by Mikulski. Gave himself a little bit of a cushion. Colton Hardy around the high side. Peyton Grease now on the inside. Takes over the 4th position. Yeah, that can't be right. Takes over the 3rd spot. Billy Rowley was behind that, and Billy Rowley's car out of shape again. Lewis Hewitt now up to 3rd. Heileman slides out. Looks like Adam Elby heavy into the fence. That's going to bring out the caution. Adam Elby's car crossed the track in 1 and 2, and he went straight to the outside wall. Just didn't have the entry line he needed for that much speed. Knocked the rear end right out of it. So Thomas is out, Elby is out, Lepresto is out. Go back and check that. We may get a single lap shootout here. We'll know the next time they go under the starter stand. Mikulski, Wood, Hewitt, Grease, Hardy, Heileman, Osborne, Rowley, Nygaard, Lane, and Heisler. The remaining cars on the track. So the lights do go off. We will have a 1-lap shootout. That in and of itself is liable to get a little interesting. We will drop back here. Watch the 92 machine of Peyton Grease. Right behind Mikulski, Wood, and Hewitt. He's got Colton Hardy, David Heileman in line behind him. Trey Osborne behind that. So 1 lap. Right now, the top 4 trying to get to the B main, give themselves a shot to be in the top 8 and make the A main from the B, at least be in the show. But the green flag is out along with the white, and David Heileman along the high side. He got around Hardy. Hardy gets turned. On the white flag lap, there goes David Heileman as Peyton Grease got the car super sideways. Right now the battle is for the lead. Coming off turn 4 to the checker flag. The Australian assassin takes aim, and he gets them all. Give Hewitt the win. Wood, Mikulski, and David Heileman, your top 4. David Heileman taking a little bit of a beating here after the checkered flag, but he won't mind. He's made it into the back of tonight's B main. He's going to give himself a shot to work his way into the feature race. Top 8 from this one, 14 cars scheduled. Kyle Stoltz and Dawson Hess going to be on our front row. Jeremy Zarfos, Jeff Stewart, row number 2. Carl Lucasen and Chris Roberts in row number 3. Dylan Wilson, Alex Bergeron, row 4. Watch the 16 car, or the 12 car as it were. Brian Milligan, Michael Millard in the 5th row. 6th row going to be from the B main. Lewis Hewitt, the winner of the C main. George Wood finished 2nd in that race. And on the back row, final 2 transfer cars in from our C main, Brett Mikulski and David Heileman. So you got 14 of them, you get to keep 8. They're going to have 12 laps to figure it out. See them coming out in droves now. "12 laps, final attempt. Last chance qualifier, whatever you want to call it. 14 cars, 8 positions are all that are available. 16 already locked in the A main. We'll fill out 24 from here. Give them 12 laps to get it figured out. Stoltz and Hess on the front row. About to go green off turn number 4. Kyle Stoltz waiting until he's about up on the front stretch. Now he hits the throttle.
Green, green, green.
Down the front stretch they come. Cars all over the place when they head off into turn 1. Good view when they come off 2 under the bridge, and car sideways, backwards, upside down. This is the big one, folks. Daytona comes to Pennsylvania. And I saw the catfish right in the middle of this. Wow, was that interesting. These guys came off 2 sideways, the 170. Now he's collecting Lewis Hewitt, Chris Roberts, Michael Millard. So Lucas and Hewitt, Wilson, Millard, Roberts, all in it. We'll see how many of them are going to be able to continue. Lewis Hewitt's car already in the infield. Carl Lucasen, he started that whole thing off the top of turn 2, got the car way sideways. Michael Millard headed in to the work area. So it looks like Millard's night going to be done. Dylan Wilson at the back of the field behind Chris Roberts. Roberts missing the front wing. But right now it's Zarfos, Hess, Stoltz, Bergeron, Heileman, Stewart, Milligan, Wood, Mikulski, and Roberts. The lights went off on the pace truck at that time, so still 8 laps to go. A lot to be decided. Top 8 are going to make it through. Still have 11 cars on the track. And Dylan Wilson, the last one of those. You know the rest of the top 10. Zarfos on the point in this one at the moment. Zarfos on the gas. Green flag back in the air. Bergeron look to the inside of Stoltz. Weave to the outside now. Cuts underneath and he takes third spot away. Stoltz back here battling with Heilemann. He and Heilemann had contact when they come off turn 2, and Heilemann dropped a good distance back. Right now, Alex Bergeron, the car headed forward. He's got Dawson Hess on his outside. Bergeron. Big drive off turn 2, move him to position number 2. Hess is third, Stoltz fourth. Heilemann, Stewart, Milligan, and Mikulski. All right there, the 173 car, your 8th position car. Dylan Wilson still on track. Chris Roberts is taking that broken machine in. He's not going to make a transfer tonight in the A-Main. Made it in the first show, does not survive for the second show. These guys completing 7 of the 12 scheduled laps, 5 to go. Zarfos, Bergeron, Hess, and Stoltz, the top 4. David Heilemann in 5th around the top side. Had enough room on the exit, and my goodness, it looked like he was shot out of a cannon. He flew right around the top side past Kyle Stoltz into the 4th position. David Heilemann working the cushion. Finding some speed through the center. Now gets the car up over the wall. Did he break it? Can he continue? I don't know. Looks like that car might be a little bit squirrely for him, but he's holding on to 5th. Zarfos stretching away from Bergeron. Hess actually putting the challenge down, starting to try to put pressure on Bergeron to get 2nd position back. Bergeron gives up 2nd at the line to Dawson Hess, and Hess promptly puts that car in the outside wall. I don't know if he broke it or not. He loses 3rd to Kyle Stoltz. Alex Bergeron's car really off the pace back here. He must be saving fuel now. They're on the final lap. Zarfos headed down the backstretch. He's going to see the checkered flag about 4 seconds ahead of Kyle Stoltz. So it's going to be Zarfos, then Stoltz, then Hess, David Heilemann, Alex Bergeron, Brian Milligan, Jeff Stewart, and Dylan Wilson transferring through into tonight's A-Main. Everybody else done for the night. We'll get ready to put 30 laps on the board. All right, guys, Wicked Cushion makes it possible for the great racing that you witness on the Dirt Racing Network from the Dirty Old Bastards. Drop by their website. Check out all the little gadgets, the apparel, everything that they've got over there. Use the code DOBRL for a 10% discount. If you get your order in by midnight on race night, your shipping is free. It's wickedcushion.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, warm-up session winding down inside 20 seconds. We'll get ready to bring you the starting lineup. "24 cars, 30 laps on the board." On the pole, going to be Hayden Cardwell, and to his outside, Craig Dunn, the Flying Aussie. Row 2 on the inside, the 211 James Eden's on the outside, Kendall Tucker in the 300. Josh Close starting inside row number 3 in the 69, Vinny Sansone, the 080 on his outside. Row 4 on the inside, Dylan Fox, the 999 car, and on the outside, the 001 of Anthony Job. The 5th row on the inside, Kevin Click, the 25. The 110, Kevin Hanley, the Cadillac man, on the outside. Taylor House starts the 29 machine inside row 6 with the 90 of Jill Quinn on his outside. The X machine, Mike Keegan, inside row 7. Seth Cheney, the 099 on the outside of that row. In the 8th row, Tyler Ducharme, 344 car on the inside. Jamie Wallace on the outside. The 9th row, Jeremy Zarfos inside. That's going to be the 19Z, and on the outside, the 01, Kyle Stoltz. Row number 10, Dawson Hess inside, David Heileman outside. In the 11th row, the 333, Brian Milligan and Jeff Stewart, the 072 to his outside. And on the final row, Alex Bergeron on the inside, the 12 car, and Dylan Wilson, the 180 on the outside. 24 cars, 30 laps. Bergeron won the first session. He's going to start pretty deep in this one. We'll see what he can do. A lot of quick cars in front of him, though. Hayden Cardwell, Craig Dunn, James Edens. All these guys starting at the front. Kendall Tucker right up there, too. So they make their way around one more time. The green flag will fall, and we will be underway. Final race, triple header Thursday. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Some of you have been here all night long. We thank you greatly. We did reach the 5,000 followers mark. That is an amazing feat for us. We appreciate that greatly. All of you fans have made that happen. Big show on May the 20th. That's a Monday night. We'll get all the announcements done up, get them posted on all the pages. Let everybody know who's going to be where, when, and why, what we're going to be doing. But we are about to go green. Cardwell and Dunn on the front row. Throttles down, green flag out. And James Edens wasting no time going around Craig Dunn. Now he's going to challenge for the lead. Not enough drive off turn 2. Back in the mix right here. Josh Close, Kendall Tucker battling for third right in front of Craig Dunn. Dunn starting on the outside of the front row, already back to the 5th spot. And he's got Sansone on the high side, Click on the inside trying to get there. Dylan Fox now working to the bottom side. That's about 7th position back there. Kendall Tucker out of shape, yields the 3rd position to Josh Close in the 69 car. But the battle's at the front for the lead. It's taken from Cardwell, put Edens P1. Cardwell back to 2nd. Close, Tucker, and now Craig Dunn from 7th to 5th right there, starting to make up the distance that he lost. Everybody working different lines, and Kendall Tucker made that inside-out move work. And he had half a car on Close. Those two heavy contact in 1 and 2. Keep our eye on these guys while I figure out who was in the incident back there. Looks like Taylor Howell's machine. Down the front stretch. Oh, got a little bit free, come down the hill, got into Zarfus. Knocks it into the inside fence. Alex, this is the final A main of the night right here. Session 2. God, if it was session 1, I probably would have to hang myself from the ceiling fan. We had 5 cautions in session number 1's A main, so this is caution number 1 here. We're going to move the white flag out to lap number 33. Top 10 is Edens, Cardwell, Tucker, Close, Dunn, Click, Fox, Sansone, Job, and Ducharme. All 24 cars. Nope. Kevin Hanley's car on the infield. Taylor Howell, the 23rd position, the final car out on the track. So the lights off on the pace truck. Going to go green off turn 4. 26 laps to go. Edens, Cardwell, Tucker, your top 3. James Edens finally on the gas. Everybody behind him trying to guess and time him up. But he was patient and he waited for it. Now off turn 2. Still Edens, Cardwell, and Tucker close in 4th. Kevin Click right back there in the 5th spot. The red car on the bottom. Craig Dunn, Dylan Fox behind that. These guys working through turns 1 and 2. 0.3 of a second between Edens and Cardwell that time by. Kendall Tucker working the middle of the track, tried to show him a wheel. Hayden Cardwell said, yeah, I see it, but I'm going right by you on the high side, and he holds on to position number 2.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution through the middle of the field. I think Tyler Ducharme's car backwards down the front stretch. Tyler got a little free, got it up to the high side, right rear into the wall. You can't put them big rubber tires up against the outside fence. Can't put them against the inside fence either, but it happens a whole lot faster when it happens against the outside fence. So Ducharme going to the back. Caution 2 over the field. 36, the new white flag. I just now saw that. Hello, Accelerator. Thanks for tuning in from the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to us over there. You know, those are some famous last words there, Peyton. I have heard a lot of guys say those over the years. It never seems to last for very long. Frustration comes and goes. Yeah, Tyler. It's pretty full up. Big show tonight. Guys, if you're not already a follower, please, on the Facebook page, The Dirt Racing Network, and give us a follow. We have eclipsed the 5,000 followers milestone, and we are going to set a new goal. But on May the 20th, we're going to have our celebration, and thank all of you. Doing some special things for you. Working out some more details. We'll have everything released here within the next few days, we hope. Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday next week at the latest. Excuse me. We're going back to green racing right here.
Green flag, green flag.
Still
All right, man, caution
23
is out,
laps
caution is
to
out.
go and an insta caution. I don't know who's in this one, but I got a feeling it's the Flying Aussie. Might have got the car sideways. Might have got some help in that too. Watching Craig Dunn's car here. Oh yeah, got a little help. Dylan Fox got down on the inside on that restart. Got into the left corner of the car, left rear corner as it were. So these guys wait for the pace truck to come through. They'll get lined up single file. We'll run through the top 10 again. We'll move the white flag to lap number 39. Yeah, it's kind of like an infection that you really don't want to get rid of. That's $15.
Put it on the tab.
Plus the 20 from earlier.
That's all? Well, good-
Oh, it was 25. It was 25. Excuse me, it was 25. So you're racking it up tonight, buddy.
Hey, good thing it's
Talking to
on
race control there. I told him every time these guys cause a caution, he owes me $5. He thinks I'm going to put it on his tab. I haven't seen tab in many years. I can't remember the last time I seen a can or a bottle of tab. Some of you guys are so young you don't even know what that is. All right, top 10. Edens, Cardwell, Tucker, Close, Click, Sansone, Bergeron, Job, Quinn, and Zarfus. All 24 cars remain on the track. Stretch quite a good ways. When they are actually single file, they stretch around here quite a ways. All the way through a set of corners for sure. Getting ready to go green this time. Pace truck heading in. Green flag back in the air. James Edens. First to turn one. Hayden Cardwell hanging tough right there in second. He's got Kendall Tucker behind him. Josh Close having a good run in session number 2. And once again, caution. 180 car Dylan Wilson, the 57 car of Dawson Hess. See what happens to these two right here. They're right behind Craig Dunn. Oh, got down the corner. 57 car didn't whoa up enough. Gets into the back of the 180, and once again, we got contact for a spin. Let the cars circulate just a little bit here, guys. Hey, guys, don't forget to go to wickedenergygum.com and look at the new deal they've got going. There's a package of the energy gum and a T-shirt, a one-off T-shirt for their sponsored driver for the season, Casey Kane. All the proceeds from those sales, it's $30 for the pair. Package of the gum and the T-shirt. But 100% of the profits from that are going to go to the Cognitive Warrior Foundation. And that's the entire month of May. And the cool thing is that their sponsored driver, Casey Kane, has said that he is going to match them dollar for dollar for this. So check out wickedenergygum.com. They're going to have that up so you can get the shirts ordered. I've already seen it. Pretty nice looking shirt. Since it will be a limited edition deal, be cool to have it, especially if you're a Casey Kane fan. If you're a racing fan at all, if you don't support the sponsors that support your drivers, man, it's hard for them to continue on. So all of us need to do our part and support the sponsors that make our favorite drivers be out on the track and able to enjoy great dirt racing. So be sure you get over there and check that out. Make dirt racing great again. All right, 42, our new white flag. Edens, Cardwell, Tucker, Close, Click, the top 5. Alex Bergeron sitting in the 6th spot. Sansone, Quinn, Job, and Zarfus are top 10. All right, once again, the green flag over. You see the wheels up, off. The 7 car, the 69 car carrying the front wheels down the front stretch. That much power. Over 900 horsepower. These guys streaking around here. James Edens, Hayden Cardwell, Kendall Tucker hanging on to 3rd. Now Alex Bergeron into the 4th spot. He got around Click. He got around Close. And he finds a little bit of the inside wall. But it looks like he's going to hang on to the spot. He's going to start challenging Tucker for 3rd. Edens half a second of relief over Cardwell. Tucker, Bergeron, Close, and Click getting together back here. They're going to fall a couple of spots each. Sansone around the high side. Here comes the Hulk. And David Heileman looking to get in there. Those two, steady diet of right and left side contact right there for the last 4 corners. Now just a little separation. Joe Quinn worked up the inside of Click. Battle right here. David Heileman around Vinny Sansone, puts the slide job on him in 2. That's for 5th.
All right, man. Caution,
Caution
is out. Caution is out.
over the speedway. Gonna go with possibly Jamie Wallace in this. Not 100% sure, but he's missing the front wing. Down in the corner, up around the top side, sideways, and yeah, past the 90-degree mark. That is going to trigger it every single time. So we'll look at the top 10 again. Cardwell, Tucker, Bergeron, Heileman, Sansone, your top 5. Quinn, Close, Click, Job, and Zarfos, the top 10. Yeah, McFadden's going to drive for Casey for an undetermined amount of time right now. But Wicked Energy Gum's still going to be the sponsor on that car, and that's, that's a benefit to all the guys at Casey Kane's racing team, Brad Sweet, Casey, all out there. Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy, sponsoring a lot of guys on board with Craig Kinzer, Casey, Sweet, Pittman, Marks. Got a couple of guys that run over in the All-Star circuit. Max Stambaugh's over there. But yeah, guys, you support those sponsors. Those guys get to retain those sponsors year after year, season after season, and it keeps them out on the track. If they start losing sponsors, man, it is becoming harder and harder to find sponsors for drivers. 1, there's so many drivers, and 2, it's hard in motorsports to find a sponsor anyway, especially if it's not NASCAR. NASCAR demands such a big payday. A lot of these guys aren't looking for that big of a payday, so it makes it a little easier, but still very, very difficult. So it's up to us to make sure that we support all of our heroes, sponsors, so they can continue to support our heroes. We're going back to green. We got 18 laps to go. Hayden Cardwell out in front of Alex Bergeron, and they are off and racing one more time. Down into turns 1 and 2. Bergeron around the top side. He started 19th. He is now battling for the top spot. David Heileman right behind that. Got his nose in the mix. He works the inside, brings the car up in front of them both. Contact into the back of Heileman. That is going to relegate a bunch of cars to DNFs. He cleared them. You guys had to make a choice right here. He gets up in front of Cardwell. Cardwell tried to cut underneath, just didn't quite clear him. That put a bunch of these guys in behind the 8 ball, and a couple of them paid. We'll see where it shakes out, who ends up where. Edens did not make the transfer through from the B main. Wrecked early. He was in the big one there off turn 2, I believe. So our top 10. Heilemann, Tucker, Sansone, Quinn, Close, Quick, Bergeron, Job, Keegan, and Zarfus. You guys are going to have to excuse me for a second. I got to go back and look at something. I thought that's what I saw. I see the 12 car, Alex Bergeron, a little unhappy with the 49 car. Come up, pulled up beside him. Probably waved at him. May have done it with a single finger. You never know. Just to voice his displeasure right there a little bit. 48, our new white flag. So we're looking at about 17 to go. Heilemann, Tucker, and Sansone, the top 3. Bergeron up to the 4th spot. Joe Quinn in 5th. Close, Click, Job, Keegan, and Zarfus rounding out our top 10. We're getting ready to go back to green right here. Thank you to everybody staying up late with us on this one. Long A main for us tonight. But the green flag is back in the air. Heilemann to turn 1 first. Joe Quinn got around Bergeron for a second, but now Bergeron right back around him. Giving chase to the 080 machine of Vinny Sansone. He went down in the corner too hot. He knew he wasn't going to have room. Stabs the brakes. 360s the car around. That's going to cause another caution, but Alex Bergeron, a whole lot of good sense right there. He knew that was never going to happen. What he was going to do was get down there and get to the inside of Sansone and put them both in the outside wall. And he put a quick stab on the brakes and it looped the car. No one else hit him. No one else hit anyone else. Just a pretty good decision by this young man right here. Knew that wasn't going to work out and he just crams the brakes in. The minimal amount of contact he had with Sansone right there is pretty good. Simply for the fact that it could have been 10 times worse and both cars could have been up and over the fence. So we don't always see great decisions like that in sim racing, but in this case I got to take my hat off to the driver of the 12 car. He has since taken that car to the infield. He will not sweep the night tonight. Heilemann, Tucker, Quinn, Close, Click, Job, Keegan, Zarfos, Sansone, and Edens now our top 10. We are looking at a lap. We are looking at lap 51. I'm laughing at race control. The tone of his voice is one of frustration. But lap 51 going to be the white flag, so still 16 laps up on the board. We are not to the halfway point yet. 1 lap shy of halfway when we take the green flag. Been a long night for us, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for staying with us. If nothing else, it has been an entertaining evening. You've gotten to see some pretty good racing tonight, notwithstanding this particular feature race. David Heilemann checking him up. He wasn't going to let Tucker use that big run down the hill. And Tucker said, I do not care. I'm slide jobbing you in 1 and 2. And Heilemann cuts back underneath. This ought to end with Heilemann 4 to 5 car lengths ahead when we get to 3, but not quite that much. Slide job's not going to stop for a while. It doesn't look like it. This time Tucker makes it stick. Comes down to cover the inside. And that might get the Hulk to turn green. He's going to come off turn 2 with a slingshot move, and he's got the lead back again. Sansone. Sorry, that's Joe Quinn's car in the 3rd position right there. Josh Close back up to 4th. He's got Anthony Joe behind him. David Heilemann still working around Tucker. These two going at it back and forth, and now Tucker with a pretty good run off of turn 2. 13 to go this time by. We have eclipsed the halfway mark. And Kendall Tucker now has the lead. David Heileman working around the inside, and he got a great run right there. Got up beside him, and Tucker squeezed him close down the backstretch. Heileman going to keep the car right against the inside. Now loses a bunch of ground on the exit of 4. Joe Quinn not able to close in just yet, but he brings the slider line in, almost clips the back of the 49 machine. Lap starting to wind down, 11 to go. Kendall Tucker, 1.1 seconds over Heileman. Joe Quinn in third. Jeremy Zarfos now around Josh Close. Close back to 5th. Job Edens, Click, and Sansone battling for 8th and 9th here. Sansone real loose off the top, but he holds the spot. Mike Keegan into the top 10. Kendall Tucker working the inside. David Heileman up against the outside fence. Trying to hang on to second.
All right, man.
Caution
is out. Caution is
deep
out.
in the field here. Tyler Ducharme. 344 machine down into turns 3 and 4. A little contact with the 01. Finds the inside fence. Then gets clipped again by Dawson Hess. So that's going to do him in. New white flag, lap 54, so we're going to be inside 10 to go. Tucker, Heileman, Quinn, Zarfos, Edens, Job, Close, Sansone, Click, and Keegan. Our top 10. Still 19 cars out on the racing surface. And Jeff Stewart, the back car of the line. So we're going to have about 8 laps to go when we go back to green.
Or 5 minutes.
Race control got the guys on a 5-minute clock here. Trying to get to lap 54. All right. Going to go green. Tucker, Heileman, and Quinn, the top 3. 8 laps to go. Time permitting. But off turn number 4, Kendall Tucker's on the throttle. David Heileman right with him. These two. About a car and a half between them. Both drivers running the same line down the backstretch. Everybody trying to work off the top side of the corners, get down to the inside, find the grip. You see these cars looking like they're 100% out of shape. These guys are driving them like that. Joe Quinn still hanging on to third. Zarfos, Edens racing for 4th and 5th right here. James Edens had the best of it on the exit. That front wing Probably making that car a little difficult to drive in the corners. But this time by, Kendall Tucker sees 5 laps to go. David Heilemann starting to close the gap a little bit right here. Heilemann's working a different line. David Heilemann up to the high side. 4 to go. Jeremy Zarfos now is getting around Joe Quinn, and he seals Quinn off down the front stretch. And James Edens from the 5th spot trying to make his way into the podium positions. He's got to take the spot away from that 19Z car. But at the front, the battle pretty close for a second right there, but Heilemann had to check up. 3 to go. Tucker hanging good on the bottom. He's got a good run. Every time he comes up off turn 2, he stretches it out a couple of car lengths. 2 to go this time by. If he makes it to the white flag, it doesn't matter what happens after that. They'll race it out, and he's got a half a lap to get there. Zarfos still hanging on to 3rd. Edens and Quinn 4th and 5th, but Kendall Tucker, white flag in the air. David Heilemann, last ditch. 2 sets of corners, and he drives it in there deep. He and Tucker both going to spin it out.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Jeremy Zarfos squeaks through. He's going to take the lead. He's going to come off turn number 4. And he's going to see the checkered flag. Kendall Tucker grabbed it up, and he's going to come home second. James Edens into the 3rd spot. Remind the top 3 how to behave in polite society. Please, please, please. So the last lap. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a whole lot of contact, and we're going to have a couple of guys unhappy. Tell them one more lap around, please. One more lap. We'll get them set up for interviews here in just a moment.
Just after the flag stand?
Yeah, Eden's just passed everybody else a little bit further down. These guys are going to come around park for us on the front stretch. We'll get through our interviews here with the top 3, and then we will close it down for the night. Guys, I appreciate everybody being here. You helped us eclipse the 5,000 mark tonight. Fantastic. I know the racing wasn't perfect, but you guys are troopers, and we appreciate it greatly. Look for some big announcements coming in the next few days about our 5,000 followers celebration. All right, top 3. Going to pull them in right there. That's going to be good enough for me. I'm going to get down here on James Edens. We got him on pause.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not.
Yeah, we know you're not going back to green. So wait for the guys to get in. Jeremy is headed for the waiting room, picking up the win tonight. We'll talk to James Edens when he gets here. Kendall Tucker should be along shortly as well. There is Kendall Tucker. Waiting to see Mr. Edens come through. There's James. James Edens, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, all right, man. We're talking again here. You come home 3rd in this one. You're missing the front wing there on the screenshot, but you still managed to come home 3rd. Talk to us about this crazy second race and how you end up on the podium.
Well, yeah, we led the first, 10 laps there, and then I decided I didn't want to turn going into 3 and went for a ride and lost the nose wing, and then from there we were just basically hanging on and picking cars off slowly but surely.
Yeah, it looked like the track started off pretty good. There was a lot of grip in a couple of spots out there, but as the night went on, man, you guys were having to really work to try to find the grip on the bottom down the straightaways, and then wherever you could in the corners. That drastic a change out there behind the wheel?
Yeah, it was pretty drastic, and then losing the nose wing definitely didn't help any. But yeah, this place it gets really slick and really rough up top on the straightaways, so that's a big key is getting down in that moisture and then just finding it anywhere in the corner. It seemed like at the end it was all bottom 1 and 2, and the top of 3 and 4 was where you wanted to be. So it definitely changed. So that's always good.
All right, man. Well, some shout outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you celebrate another great podium finish.
I just got to thank all the Speed Lab guys and all the sponsors over there, and DOB and you for covering it.
All right, thanks for talking to us, man. We'll look forward to seeing you maybe even Sunday evening.
We'll see.
All right, buddy. James Eden's your third place finisher. Let's see if we can get Kendall Tucker. You got a copy?
Sir.
All right, man. Well, a second place for you. Good battle there. You and David Heileman, I don't know. Maybe just a little too much contact at the end, but you end up coming home second still. Talk to us about that race and this finish.
Yeah, a little bit. I'd say I'm having to wait for the medic to come over here and get his right rear out of my lap. It's just it's just sitting here.
Well, he's going to appreciate you keeping it safe.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you next time my right rear is going to be in his lap.
Well, that'll make for some interesting viewing. The viewers will have to tune in for the next one, man. How treacherous was the track out there, and how hard was it for you to find grip in places? I saw you search around just a little bit during the run.
The track was a breeze to drive. Heileman, he just can't drive. That's about all you can say, really.
All right, man. We'll let you get some shout outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you head for a good celebration of another great podium finish.
Yeah, I gotta thank all the guys from Des 5. Gotta thank Rusty Kruger. He was spotting for me tonight. Just sucks. We had it won right there basically, but just missed the bottom that last lap and just gave David an opening to do that. But if any of the fans want to come see a show, just come down to the 49's pits in about 5 minutes. It'll be good.
All right. Well, there you go. Open invitation to join the guys in the pits and see how round 3 goes. Appreciate you talking to us, Ken. I look forward to seeing you later in the week, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the break. Enjoyed it.
All right. That's your second place finisher, Kendall Tucker. A very unhappy Mr. Kendall Tucker. Jeremy Zarfos.
Yes, sir. You got me?
I got you now, buddy. Don't have your car on the track. Somehow you jumped out pretty quick there, but I do have the banner down on the bottom for you. Picking up the win tonight, squeaking by that incident down there in turns 3 and 4. Talk to us about the race and this awesome win for you.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild night, to be honest. I didn't even make a full green flag lap in the first race. From my heat to the D, didn't make it at all. Really didn't want to do the second one, but I was still awake, so thought I'd jump in. And I jumped in, and my pedals weren't connected, so I never got a time trial lap. They went from the back of the heat to, I think, 5th, and won the B and drove through here. It was wild.
Yeah, a couple of drivers are inviting the fans to come down and watch the proceeds down in the pit area now. And while we don't necessarily condone it, I will say this: if you fight in the pits, you're going to jail. But if you fight on the front stretch, we're giving you $100. So let's do that.
Yeah, I don't blame them. That was wild. I really don't ever want to win a race this way, but this has been a long time coming for me. So I'll take it.
Yeah, great job for you, man, running around there on the new team, on the Blaney Sim Racing team there. How's that going for you?
It's awesome. It's a great group of guys. A lot of us from Pennsylvania and our Minnesota brother, Michael Sheridan, basically. So good group of guys. They do a lot of their own real racing. So I just do the cartoon racing here. So I try to support best I can on this side.
All right, man. Well, a great victory for you. Some shout-outs to the sponsors, the fans, and we'll let you go celebrate, buddy.
Yeah, first and foremost, the Dave Blaney Sim Racing Team, Wicked Energy Gum, Mohawk Northeast, I believe it's J&B Medical Supply, all the other sponsors that go with us. I mean, it's pretty cool to get this going. And Matt Henniger, you guys, DOB and Dirt Racing Network for sure. And can't thank Rusty Kruger enough for the motivation for tonight.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Hopefully this is the first of many to come, bud.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, that's going to do it. Jeremy Zarfo sneaks home with the win when the contact happened between Heileman and Tucker. Tucker manages to grab the car up underneath him and come home second. James Edens was in third. Couple of interesting finishes tonight to a couple of races. Some good racing, some exciting racing. Triple header Thursday coming to a close. Guys, we reached the 5,000 mark. We thank you very, very much for that. Look for the announcement about the big event happening on May the 20th. We will be posting that up to about everywhere on the planet that we can. I'm going to have some special things going on. Got some guests that we are lining up for that. I already told you guys it looks like Jack Hewitt and family going to be there for us, so they'll take some questions. We're going to talk some real racing, some sim racing, all kinds of stuff. But until then, that's going to do it for me. We're going to be back on Sunday night. Actually, tune in tomorrow night because we are going to cross-post with Brett Wheeler, the Camden Car charity race, super late model race. I've got Alex Bergeron and Austin Selman driving the two cars for us. Dirt Racing Network should be well represented. Expect to see those guys in the A main. We wish them well. Best of luck to them. Tune in, watch that, and then Sunday night should have KR back on the mic covering the Dirt Slingers 410 Outlaw Series. They're going to head, I believe, to Volusia this week. Week number 10 or 11 of their season. So join us for that. Going to be a great time. But until the next time we see you guys, for Mike Peterson and myself at the Dirt Racing Network, keep it dirty. Good night, everybody.